The Third Age began after a great victory. But it was a hollow one. Though Sauron was defeated in battle during the War of the Last Alliance, the true source of his power, the One Ring, was not destroyed. Isildur, heir to Elendil, claimed the ring as a weregild for his father's death. He refused to cast it into the fires of Mount Doom, and thus the shadow endured. Isildur would not keep the ring for long. While traveling north to his kingdom of Arnor, he and his escort were ambushed by orcs near the Gladden Fields. The ring betrayed him, slipping from his finger as he tried to escape. Isildur was slain, and the ring was lost in the river for over 2,000 years. The early centuries of the Third Age were marked by decline and fragmentation. Elendil's two realms, Gondor in the south and Arnor in the north, stood tall for a time. But internal strife and external threats began to erode their strength. Arnor, the northern kingdom, was the first to falter. After a dispute over succession among the sons of King Eärendil, Arnor was divided into three smaller realms, Arthedain, Cardolan, and Rhudaur. This division left them vulnerable. Rhudaur fell under the influence of Angmar, a dark realm ruled by a mysterious and terrifying figure, the Witch King, Lord of the Nazgul. One by one, the northern kingdoms fell. The last, Arthedain, was destroyed in 1974 by Angmar. Thus, the northern line of kings ended, and the Dunedain of the north became a scattered people, living in secrecy as rangers. Meanwhile, Gondor flourished for a time. Under the kings of Gondor, the realm expanded its borders, pushing into territories once held by Sauron's forces. Minas Ithil, Minas Anor, Osgiliath, and Pelargir became mighty cities. But their golden age would not last. In the 13th century of the Third Age, Gondor faced a devastating plague, followed by a series of devastating invasions by the Wainriders from the east. And in the 2000s, the Nazgul returned to lay siege to Minas Ithil. It fell and was renamed Minas Morgul. Minas Anor would become the new capital, Minas Tirith. Gondor's strength dwindled, and in 2050, the line of kings ended. Steward Mardil took rule in their absence, beginning the long reign of the stewards of Gondor. Across the mountains, a different kind of tale unfolded. In the Misty Mountains, a twisted creature called Gollum found the ring deep beneath the earth. There, it waited as centuries passed, until fate placed it in the hands of Bilbo Baggins, a humble hobbit from the Shire. Bilbo's finding of the ring was no accident. It was destiny. Like and subscribe, and walk with us through the ages of Middle-earth. As Bilbo aged and passed the ring to his nephew Frodo, Sauron began to stir once more. He rose in the land of Mordor and built Barad-dûr again. His eye turned west, seeking the ring. Thus began the War of the Ring. Gandalf, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Boromir, and the hobbits formed the Fellowship. Their mission: carry the ring to Mount Doom and destroy it before Sauron could reclaim it. While Frodo and Sam journeyed east with Gollum as their guide, the rest of the Fellowship battled across Middle-earth. Saruman betrayed them, raising an army of Uruk-hai and attacking Rohan. At Helm's Deep, the Rohirrim made a legendary last stand, and at Pelennor Fields, Gondor's fate was decided in blood. Éowyn, a shield maiden of Rohan, slew the Witch King in battle. Aragorn arrived with the army of the dead, fulfilling an ancient oath. He took up the crown of Gondor and led the final march on the Black Gate. At Mount Doom, Frodo hesitated, consumed by the ring's power. But But in the end, it was Gollum who sealed the Dark Lord's fate. He bit off Frodo's finger, claiming the ring, and fell into the fire. The ring was unmade. Barad-dûr collapsed. Sauron's spirit was banished. The Third Age came to an end. Aragorn was crowned Elisar, king of the reunited kingdom of Gondor and Arnor. The Age of Elves faded, as Galadriel, Elrond, and even Frodo sailed west into the Undying Lands. The time of men had begun. The Third Age was an age of loss, of lingering shadows and scattered hope, but also of resilience, and of small hands shaping the fate of the world.